Well, today marks the anniversary of the founding of the Girl Scouts by Juliette Gordon-Lau, who is now featured on the U.S. quarter. Now, here to share more about Juliette's story and the Girl Scouts during Women's History Month is celebrity historian Raffi. Welcome.
Hey, I even come with the treats, the Girl Scout cookies. You know, they were homemade when they first started, when they were first released just a few years after the founding. They were homemade cookies. They did go to calendars during World War II because there was a shortage of some of the ingredients. But cookies, long-time Girl Scout treat.
Classic indeed. And this is a good flavor. This is a good flavor,
too. My favorite.
Can't go wrong. So talk to me a little bit about who Juliette Gordon-Lau was and how she founded this great organization.
Yeah, Juliette started the organization today on March 12th, Girl Scouts Day, back in 1912. And that's why today is known as Girl Scouts Day. Now, she started with 18 girls. Today, they have 2.5 million members. Incredible to think about. Across 90 different countries. And cumulatively, they've had more than 50 million members. So a lot of girls they've impacted over the many years. Now, the way she got the inspiration is she was hanging out in England with the founder of the Boy Scouts. And when she came to the U.S., she thought, well, we should have a way to have this for girls here to help develop them spiritually, physically, mentally, so the complete girl, if you will, right? And as a result, even early on, there was a lot of inclusion of the people of different ethnic, religious, social backgrounds, including people with disabilities, because she herself had experience with that.
Oh, wow.
Because starting in her 20s, she was deaf, fully in one ear and partially in the other. So she understood what it meant to be able to be accessible to different kinds of folks.
What an incredible woman. And there's no question, I mean, just hearing her story about why she was chosen to be on the U.S. quarter, but talk to me a little bit more about the history of her being on the U.S. quarter now.
Yeah, so she's now on the U.S. quarter. Of course, it's Women's History Month. Now, the United States Mint is putting out 20 different quarters. She's the 17th one.
Wow.
Over the course of 5 years in the American Women's Quarters program, which is the only one of its kind ever to be entirely dedicated to women in circulating quarters. So it's in your pocket. You can pull it out. And I think that's really valuable. It's on the same platform as George Washington, who's on the head side of the quarter. She's on the tail side of the quarter. And that's really important because that's money has been going back for centuries, and money for centuries is where nations have honored their heroes. That's usually what you find on coins. And she's been honored other ways as well in the past. She's been on a U.S. postage stamp. There was a ship named after her.
Wow.
She's in the Women's Hall of Fame. Ronald Reagan named a federal building in Savannah, where she's from, after her. And she was only the second woman to have a federal building named after her in the 1980s. And Barack Obama posthumously gave her the Presidential Medal of Freedom. So she's been recognized many ways, but now I think lives immortally, if you will, on money, because we know coins go back thousands of years, and once you're there, that I think kind of etches you into the heroics of the nation.
What an incredible honor, and an American hero that we are celebrating today.
Absolutely, and still impacting not just the United States, but girls and people all over the world.
Fascinating. Well, as always, Raffi, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Stick around. We'll be right back.